Major Slack Videos.
Yo, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Elden Ring. Here we are in the Consecrated Snowfield, and this is an extremely dangerous area. Extremely dangerous. Let's get Sammy Powers dressed up in her best lightning gear, alright? That would be the Imp Head Corpse. Imp Head Corpse. You. The Finger Maiden Robe. Nope. 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 Where is it? Bingo. The Banished Knight Gauntlets. Oddly enough. And the Finger Maiden Boots. The Traveling Maiden Boots. Bingo. Okay, and for the talismans, we'll put those on later, but for now we'll have this. Blasphemous Blade definitely, and the Hornbow definitely. We are nice and light, so we can afford to have the Fingerprint Stone Shield on. And the Dragon Communion Seal. Looking good. That is that. Alright, so we're going to start working our way through the Consecrated Snowfield. Priority number one is to map the place out. And we're in this blizzard. This is always like this around this area. You can't dispel it, ever. Even if you, after you've mapped out the area, come back to this area, around this whole area is a constant blizzard. Visibility is down near zero. Let's proceed carefully. See this road coming down here? At the bottom of the road and just to the left of it, you're going to put a beacon there. That's the first site of grace. Let's go for it.
Do you hear me?
Oh, hello.
It is I, Latenna. We have reached the land of Mikla's Halig Tree, where Lobo and I began our travels. It's entirely thanks to you that I'm so close to home. These great snow-laden lands stretch far to the north, and beyond the ancient bowers and the liturgical town of Ordina lies the place to which I must return.
Alright, and I'm going to show you what she's talking about as soon as we get the map up and running. Okay, so let's get to the site of grace here. Should be a safe drop down here. And there's the site of grace. Who loves it? Slack loves this. That's right. Don't you forget it. Light that sucker up. Okay, and get rid of the beacon. Next. The next site of grace is, just thank your lucky stars you're rolling with Major Slack, as I figured this out. See this curved cliffside here? And here is the ancient Snow Valley Ruins site of grace. Just to the southwest of that, along this curved cliff, you see this little bump right here. See that little bump? You're going to put your cursor right on top of that bump, and then go, whoops, go straight across, right on top of the bump. Okay, that's your latitude. And go straight across, straight across. Zoom out the map a bit, and you want to put the cursor due north of this site of grace here, straight across from that bump. That's where the next site of grace is. There's only one problem. There's this giant skeleton that's going to spawn right about here. So when we get near it and we hear a big whooshing sound, we're going to have to start double jumping to avoid getting hit by him. Alright? And there's also a cliff right about here. On this side of the cliff, it's too far to drop down. You kill yourself. So when we get near the cliff, we're going to have to push off to the northeast, go around, and then hit that site of grace. That's the plan? Let's do it. Charge straight forward. As soon as you hear the big whooshing sound, the skeleton's going to spawn. Start double jumping. Forget about the wolves. Just forget about them altogether. Keep going. Keep going. Stay away from that cliffside on the left. And here comes the skeleton. There it is. There's double jump. Double jump. Keep going. Watch out for the cliff now. Keep going. Right about here. I'm going to push off this way. little too high. Look around and double back. Go towards your beacon. And there it is. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right, don't you forget it. From this point, you can clearly see the map beacon. I'm just going to see by pointing with my sword. The map pillar. You can also see it on the map itself. This thing here. Get there, and we'll get the map. The final overground map. Should be a safe journey up there. Hop off, get on foot, grab the map. Congratulations, you have completely mapped out the above ground of Elden Ring. All mapped out. Okay, around the corner, we're just around the corner of this big tree here. There's a Somber Smithing Stone 8. Or a Smithing Stone 8, Somber 8. Anyways, it's an 8. We can one-shot these wolves. There's the badass just around the corner behind that tree there, though. We have to watch out for him. Let's get some good armor on. What happened? There you go. Take care of those guys. There's our smithing stone. Right there. That's the guy you gotta watch out for. If you approach him right, if we can like ambush him, we can knock him off his mount. At which point he should be no problem. It's just a matter of making sure he doesn't start running around. Okay, so let's go for it. I cannot believe he survived that. He's never survived that. There. That's what's supposed to happen. Huh. Okay. Recording handicap fully in effect. Smithing stone 8. And let's whack this guy because he gave us a hard time. Let's get some extra sauce happening. Flame grant me strength. Golden bow. One shot the bugger. And again. Okay, so now we can just sneak right up on him. Oh, he saw me. Doesn't matter. Bad. Bad. Yeah. Ah. Tell your friends. Sammy Powers is in the house. Okay, great. So now we have avenged our honor. Back to the Consecrated Snowfield. Is that right, Mr. Laptop? Yeah, fast travel back to the Consecrated Snowfield. Now you want to put on your very best lightning gear. Take out these two. Bolt Drake Talisman and the Pearl Drake Talisman. +1. Okay. And we're going for a Somber Smithing Stone 8 right here. See this little point right here? Follow the cliff's edge or like that, and there's a point right there. Put a beacon right there. There will be some of those frost-breathing snails to deal with. As soon as you get closer, just let them have it with the blasphemous blade. There it is right there. Got them both. Great. Now listen carefully. You can hear the telltale sound of a teardrop scarab. Let's just approach the northeast. And if you peer carefully through the mist there, see my sword is pointing right at it. It's just a little way up this this rocky pillar here. Let's just get close. Take your flames and finish it off. Okay, there's our Somber 8. Next, there is a golden seed. See this kind of dark spot on the map with all these spokes going out like that? The golden seed is right at the bottom right of this dark blotch, right about there. Now there's going to be all these lightning bomb things which are absolutely devastating. 2 of them will kill you easily. They really do a lot of damage. Isn't that right, buddy? Sorry, I didn't give you a chance to respawn. But you were worth 1,000 runes, so... Yeah, so the best way to deal with these is to rush towards them on torrent and then rush away, which will trigger them and then they'll blow up. And there is also a carriage being pulled by these 2 trolls here. Pretty good weapon inside, but we don't need it. It's not really applicable to our build. So let's just go here. And there's the golden seed right there. This should give us 5 golden seeds. So as soon as we get to a site of grace, we can now get the final flash charge. We'll have the full whack of flash charges. 14 flash charges. Next, there is a Somber 9 just around the corner. It's at the top of this rocky slope. This is a rocky slope that starts at the bottom here, goes to the top here. The only problem is it's surrounded by all these lightning bombs, these deadly lightning bombs. We're gonna have to draw them out before we attempt to get that smithing stone. And we also have the giant ghostly skeleton to deal with on this side. So, you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to change plans here. Why is this not a viable option? There's no reason. And if you look carefully, I don't know if you can see through the mist in the video, you can see some of those lightning bombs right there. Yeah, this is a better option, going up this side, because we'll avoid that spawning that skeleton. It's just those lightning bombs you have to deal with. There they are right there. There's one there and there's another one there. So, I'm gonna hop on a horse, charge straight ahead, and then charge back. And our blasphemous blade is recovering health, and to make this even better, we can put on the Serpent God's Cursed Sword. Okay, have both those up. And what we can do is we could put a beacon. See these two slopes here? This is one slope and this is another one. Put a beacon right in the gap right there. Okay. Okay, I want to draw out all these lightning bombs. There's another one. Okay, and there's another one. I don't know if you can see it in the video, my sword is pointing. You can see just through the mist there another lightning bomb at the top of the slope here, and that's where the Somber smithing stone is. Let's just destroy this one by charging around it. We're going to charge around and double back here. Okay. Every time you destroy those, you get health back because they count as an enemy. Okay, so this is a much better strategy because we don't have to deal with a giant skeleton. Stay on the north side of this slope here. Okay, so there's the giant slope. There's a couple of lightning bombs at the top. See them? My sword is pointing right at them. So we're going to have to charge up the slope, jump off the top, and double back around here to destroy those, and then on the second pass up we'll get the Somber smithing stone. Okay, that's the plan. Let's do it. Okay, gallop all the way to the top, straight through, jump off. That'll destroy the lightning bombs, and now we can go up and get the smithing stone. Somber smithing stone 9, great. Okay, very good. Next, what's next, Mr. Laptop? Oh yeah, Ordina, the liturgical town. So let's go to the inner consecrated Snowfield. And rest and get that final flask charge. Add charge to flask. At this point we want a lot of health because now we're going into walking mausoleum country. So let's switch it over to, say, let's do an even split for now. Probably going to add more health later on. And I want to pass time. Wait till noon. Okay, so we want to get to the site of grace in... Hang on, I want to make sure I'm not fat rolling. Nope, okay, we're good. And we don't need the lightning gear anymore, so let's put on our best robust gear. Don't need this. So I would say the Banished Knight gear all the way across the board. Helm, armor, gauntlets, and boots. We're at heavy load. The maximum load we can take on with 123 max would be 86.1, so I'm about a pound over. Let's lose the fingerprint stone shield, put on the Manor Tower shield. It's nice to have a lot of options with regards to shield. Dragon Communion seal, Blasphemous blade, and the horn bow. Take these two guys out and put on Dragon Crest talisman, and that works. Alright, up here. Ordina, the liturgical town. And you see these 2 blocks here. 1, 2. The site of grace is right next to the little block, right about here. There it is. Now, there's a couple of these archers mounted on these giant wolves, which are pretty dangerous. So let's approach carefully. There's our map pillar again. Just over this thing here. You see one guy right there. Right there. And another one over here. Let's see if we could take out this guy here. This will give us some elbow room to get up to the site of grace. And we've gotten the attention. Oh yeah, these guys again. So, same dealio. Go around the backside. Twofer. Let's add some extra sauce this time. Golden Vow. Flame grant me strength. This is gonna add badly. That's why I try to avoid those guys. They're just a, pardon my French, fucking pain in the ass to deal with. The way they dance around like that. But, this will give us some elbow room. What's his story? He looks pretty calm. He's looking right at us. Do I have a crossbow? Yes, I do. Do I have any bolts? I have no bolts. Dang it. Well, I'm just gonna rush him. Shields up, Scotty. Haha, miss me. Bad. 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 Alright. Got our beacon in town. Don't have to deal with those guys over there. Borden liturgical town. And there's the site of grace. Okay, first of all, let's go get another golden seed, which is pretty much extra. If I recall correctly, 14 flash charges is the maximum you can get in this game. There are more golden seeds than you need in this game. Bad doggy. Yep, that's extra. Okay, coming up next. This absolutely hellacious walking mausoleum. Absolute worst walking mausoleum in the game. This thing will start raining, will start this gigantic barrage of frozen bombs all around it as soon as you get within any kind of, you know, radius of it. As soon as you get close, it starts spewing. It's like almost impossible to get past this. And we're like a year and a half later after Elden Ring was released, and I see that nobody has come up with a strategy on how to deal with this except just charge straight at it and hope for the best. Which was basically my strategy. Well, my strategy during the Prisoner run was to charge straight at this cliff here. There's some cover there, but it's not guaranteed. And then that gives you some cover to sneak up around the side there. I'm going to call this video now because I want to work on the strategy. I'm determined to come up with a better strategy than just simply charge straight at it, try to dodge the projectiles, and hope for the best. There's got to be a better strategy than that. So I'm going to call it here and work on that, and I'll be right back with that strategy, hopefully. Because beyond that is where we want to go. This is where we want to go. This will complete Latana's quest, and she's going to give us a Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone as a reward. But we got to get past this thing. There's no other way. This is an impassable cliff here. And there's a Stake of America right here. The walking mausoleum is around here. This does not really provide any cover. This is about the closest you can get before it starts spewing out the bombs. This is pretty much open field here. It's absolute hell. But I'm going to work on it. I'll be right back. I'm going to work on this. Okay, so for now, back here and load up the health, because you may get knocked off your horse, and you need to spend a health flask to recover your horse. So I would say easily save some FP, because once we get underneath this thing, we're going to need to cast Gravitas a few times. So I would say 10 and 4. That's it. So that's coming up next video. Get your game face on, because this ain't going to be easy. This ain't going to be no walk in the park. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, post a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Alright, see you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1 That's $1. That's all. That's all it takes. All right. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.